What's poppin', my lyrical heads? Another episode of Lyrical Minds, and I'm Eves. And today I get the opportunity to chop it up with MLB Sole Steeze. What's poppin', my guy?
Going on, y'all? How everybody doing?
I'm over here living my best life because if I'm not living my best life, I ain't living. So,
Hey, man, you ain't living unless you breathing, right?
hey, big facts. And breathing is a blessing. So I can't complain at all. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I hear that. 100.
How so? You've been doing all right over there? Everything all good?
Oh yeah, everything's over here, nice, bright and shiny over here in Las Vegas, Sin City. You know what I'm
Jesus.
saying? It's like 112, 113. You know
Real
those.
bright.
We burning it up over here.
I feel that. I feel that. So where does the MLB come from?
So that part of the acronym on my name that stands for My Life Begins because
Hmm.
you know, constantly being ready, and I'm constantly ready for this.
Right.
Exactly. And my homie in Cali gave me that part of my name. He was like, you should make an acronym, bro. Like, make that shit hard. Like MLB, like my life begins, bro. Because
Mhm.
bro, like you be spending like some real life shit. Like, I'm like, you know what, low key, I gotta add that. So I was like,
Definitely.
let's add. I was like, let's add that.
Nah, bro, you good. Like I said, if it comes, it comes. Um, but no, man, that's dope. I didn't know that you put it like in front of your name, like how Young Boy does it. So I really respect it. I did not know that until pretty much this interview.
Oh,
Um,
like for a long time, it was just the Sole Steeze part for a long time.
got you. So where does the Sole Steez come from?
Shit. Well, I always been Steez. That was been a nickname ever since I was little. My dad gave me that, and then my homies, my big Usos. Shout out to all my Usos out there. You know what I'm saying? My
Right,
homies, the West Ridge. They put me on. They gave me that name. They called me Sole Steez for the longest. So
right.
I just it just felt natural every time I said it on the track. It just felt natural.
Got you. No, that's a dope ass name. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, I'll just be trying to be original with it.
Oh yeah, I feel that. So how about you tell my lyrical heads a little bit more about yourself? You know who you are, what you about.
Most definitely. So, MLB Sole Steeze, born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. Not too many natives out there, representing or holding it down, unfortunately. But I'm one of the few that can really say that, I'm right there. I was born on Desert Inn in Maryland Parkway at Sunrise Hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Right.
give in my bars, you know what I'm saying? So I tell people where I've been at and I tell people what I've done. And I just been thugging it. I'm 26, about to be 27 on Christmas Day because that's my birthday. So,
That's
you know,
dope.
hey, I got kids now, so it ain't even about me no more.
Hey, big fact. That's where it sucks. Ain't about you. Nope.
Hey, it's it never kind of really was about me. I never really asked for nothing. Just only asked God to just do this music stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just ask the universe to give back what I put out, and
Definitely.
that's really what I've been trying to do and try to be about, try to be thoroughbred and stay current and stay relevant and stay true to who I am. You know what I'm saying? As
Right.
far as how I take my career and how serious I want to be. I never switched up. I never did nothing else. If your formula works, don't change it. I stick
Hmm.
to methods that are provided, and I'll ride the storm out. That's basically about me. I ride that storm out.
Definitely. And you only get pretty much would get how much you put in is what you get out. So if you putting your heart in there, eventually things will stick and pretty much you'll get where you want to go.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
I always say the talent speaks for itself, and time will tell.
definitely, definitely. So how long you been rapping?
Man, to be honest with you, people don't even believe me because of my age. I'm only 26, but I've been doing it for 16 years.
Golly, been rapping
Yeah,
since you was 10. You was over there.
I've been doing it. I had the dream because my brother, rest in peace, not here with us no more. But that was like some of the first lyrical writing that I seen with my own eyes. Saying,
Right.
so sitting down, taking the pen to the paper, and just going in and like we had CD players. We had this big old radio, and we throw
Ugh,
on, and my brother would do it over people rapping, and
Right.
so that's where I basically got my inspiration from.
Got you. Was that the moment like you fell in love with music?
Not exactly the moment, but like when he was living on his own, and I was living back with my mom and stuff,
Right.
I was like, okay, like I need to get everything out. I need to get what's on my brain and my heart out. And I wasn't really the best writer at the time. I tried a little Wayne, Jay-Z it, just try to freestyle it off the top of the dome, and then
Right.
a little bit after that, probably about like a year or two after that, I just started like, every day I went to school. I never really missed school, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? People always like try to make it seem like it's like uncool to be in school, but like
Right.
literally, I can tell you right now, being in English class, I'm a lyricist. Being in English class,
Hmm.
that's A for me, and that benefited me all the way up to this moment right now today. So
Definitely.
that's when I started doing it. When he left, and I started like paying attention more in class, I couldn't stop. Every other class, I was writing rhymes. Like every other class was my English class. I couldn't stop.
Gotcha. That's that's dope, man. I've talked to a lot of artists, and a lot of them say like English class when they were growing up was like most important because it helped them with their pen game, their vocabulary, thinking out the box with creativity. So I definitely feel where you're coming from because, like I said, a lot of artists has told me this before. But that's good, man. See, you hear that? Stay in school. School is cool.
I graduated 2014.
He said, "Hey, man, that's what matters, man. You graduated, and that to me, even though it's like it might sound mundane or pretty much average because so many people do it, but graduating from high school is like big important because a lot of people don't have the opportunity to even get education, and a lot of people get put in situations where they cannot finish their education. So big
Yeah,
ups to you. And
feel it.
yeah, man, just stay in school, kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do.
Yep. In the rough areas, you know what I'm saying? They they always got the diamonds that shine, you know what I'm saying? So everywhere
Definitely.
and everywhere got a ghetto, everywhere got poverty, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Got obstacles, and like, it only takes a few strong willed people and strong minded people to actually overcome that and persevere.
Most definitely. So outside of music, what do you do? What are your hobbies, man? What do you do for fun?
What I do for fun, to be honest with you, I music is my fun. So outside of music is music, but
Right.
like trying to be like outside of music, I just
Right.
be with my children, my family, trying to take care of everything in and out my house. I try to
Right.
make sure my peoples is straight, the big homies, the old homies,
Hmm.
my dad, my grandparents, you know what I'm saying? I'm fortunate to have a lot of family members still here. So I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of good friends that care about me. So
Right.
I'm tapping in with everybody, my distant relatives. I'm like very wholesome and very spiritual, and I love to connect and be with my people and talk with my people. That's what keeps my energy high and radiant.
Definitely. And like surround yourself with like-minded or positive people, man.
Oh
That's
yeah,
yeah, man. That's what's up. And I respect, man, being a family man. As a family man and as a father, trust me, it's nothing but respect of people pretty much being there for your kids and handling their business.
thank you.
No problem, no problem. So musically, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Your career. What are you aiming for?
5 years just to do at least two shows a month. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or because I'm trying to take my baby steps. I only had one show, and I was like 18, about to be 19. So this was like a while ago, and
Right.
it was right on the corner of my hood on Tropicana and Duneville. It was crazy,
Hmm.
like a surreal moment. It felt like a block star, to be honest with you. And like, dang, this is crazy. But in 5 years, yeah, definitely moving on the road. Definitely trying to get to the bag at a show, and
Right.
hopefully the crowd could recite with me. Hopefully I could just.
Yeah, man.
I ain't got to do it in 5 years. That you do it.
I feel that, man. Like I see people who like do shows, mainstream artists, independent artists, and just I can only imagine how artists feel when they like hold their mic out and the crowd can say their lyrics. I'm like, man, that must be like
Oh yeah, that's a
one of
go.
the biggest
I,
euphorias ever. I'm like, just to hear that. And something I'll probably never experience, but I can definitely see the enjoyment in other people, which just brings me enjoyment because I like to see other people strive and like I like seeing other people happy because it just brings positivity in the world, which I like being a positive person and like being around good aura and good people. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, I definitely respect that too.
So since pretty much 10 years old till now, how has your style changed in music? Your lyrics, beats, your bars, pretty much your style.
So everything about me changed. Like I had phases of changes.
Right,
Like when I was rapping in middle school, it was just like it wasn't really all there, to be honest. It definitely ain't like a level that I'm on now, of course. So I didn't know as much back then as I do now, and I
right,
didn't experience, you know kind of enough back then to even really say I had an experience or a musical interchange with myself.
right.
But like I tell you, when I left middle school and went to high school, that experience changed. And then when I graduated, the graduation part of me kind of changed for because I started experimenting spiritually. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's things that I can't really say, but like, I've been getting in touch with myself and like
Mhm.
on a real spiritual level. Like other
Right.
people, like it's crazy. Tapping in with your third eye and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just like, and then like with everything that I've seen, experienced, or
Right.
like things that I've watched on TV, like that all
Mhm.
influences everything how I write. And the more, like I said, the more you know, the more you got to talk about, the more you experience, the more people are
Definitely.
gonna feel you. And my brain can only put into words what my heart is feeling. So everything is like one machine. It kind of feels like nothing changed, but at the same time, I've been so different. But the thing
Mhm.
is, to me, I stay the same to myself, but other people say I'm different because I don't do what other people do. And, I kind of been like on that, like I didn't like that mumble rap wave in high school. I was like, just like, gotta chop that right at the butt. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let
Right.
everything know it's different. It's a different type of style over here on this side.
Trust me, we'll get into mumble rap in a minute because I want your true thoughts on it. But matter of fact, I actually, as we're pretty much like almost there, man. What are your overall thoughts on mumble rap and mumble rappers?
I mean, like I said before, if your formula works, don't change it.
Hmm.
Get into the bag, that's respectable. But like I come from like I've I've listened to the interviews and the stories of people having to give people demo tapes and go up in the actual buildings and do freestyles for these people. And
Yeah.
like I grew up on battle rap and I'm like so big on that. Like everything,
Hmm.
all of that is like reflective in my rhymes and stuff. So when I hear other people doing the the
Right.
low melodic tunes, I'd be like, that ain't hip hop, that's singing. Or that ain't hip hop, that's like the little just a little catchy thing that they do. I don't want
Right.
to bash it too much and make it look like I'm a young old head hater or
Yeah, I got you.
but I'm like, like I respect getting to the bag any way you can.
Most definitely.
Coming from a cultural standpoint, that I mean, it's kind of hard. You gotta put yourself in other people's shoes. Like Jadakiss once said,
Hmm.
the disco people was looking at hip hop because hip hop came from like disco and that old era and stuff.
Right.
That everybody in hip hop, like they look crazy, what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of like put it into perspective. Like it's going through its change and it's gonna keep going through changes. When I'm
Definitely.
20 years from now, when I'm 46, it's gonna look way different than what it is like now and 10 years and 15 years ago when I was in high school and stuff. Like
Definitely. And like, have you ever thought like I think about my own kids and I'll sit there and my oldest daughter. sit there and I'll play like some old songs. Like earlier today, I was playing Wu Tang,
Oh yeah.
and I was playing Cream, and like every time like a classic song come on, I'd be like, "See, this is a classic right here," and she was like, "Whatever, Dad." And I just think about in 20 years when my daughter's old enough, how music's gonna be, and like I'm still gonna sit there and play Wu Tang or play Big L and Biggie, Tupac, or even
Man,
the J. Cole's, the Kanye's. And I'm just gonna be thinking, like, man, they're gonna be like, oh, that's old, and I'm sitting there still rapping it. So most definitely, hip hop's going to evolve, and it's always gonna evolve.
uh,
Pretty much my thoughts on mumble rap, just like kind of like yours, like get that money. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing
whatever.
young people pretty much get paid. They go after their dreams. Now, I will never call them a lyricist,
Right.
but
Right.
as they can be good entertainers, most definitely. And what gets people is their hooks, man. You have a good hook, you can mumble rap up a storm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a good example is the designer song Panda, all mumble in there. I barely understand what he's saying, but that panda, 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 catchy as hell.
Yeah.
That's how he got there, man.
They be having they tricks of the trade up their sleeve, and they ready for it. And some of these industry plants, they was
Mhm.
bred for this kind of thing. So
Most definitely, because they get paid regardless. So it's just the way it is. I know you were talking about pretty much knowing yourself, and I definitely want to double back on it because I feel like it's very important just to know yourself, and I believe meditation is a real big thing.
oh yeah, I'm into that too.
Yeah, definitely. And I just want to tell the people, like, learn about yourself, like truly learn what you want out of life, who you are, your own dreams and goals, what you want out of life. Because it's
Right.
very, very, very important to know these things about yourself. If not, you can just be lost in the crowd, meandering pretty much through life for the most part. I just wanted to touch on that real quick.
Yeah. Hey, know yourself, and to love yourself is to know yourself. You should just be a walking manifestation, if you will.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I try to look at it. No
That's a
matter
good example.
trials and tribulations people face, what I'm
Right.
saying? Keep the goal in here, repeat it, put it on the mirror on a sticky note, like something like,
Exactly. Exactly. So back on the music, man. I know you have a upcoming project
yeah,
soon, hopefully soon about to drop. You know what I'm saying? How's that going along?
yeah, the tag area one, that was, man, I can't believe it. Like the way I've taken myself through this writing process and this
Mhm.
journey I went through while writing it. I mean, I've been writing this project literally for about a year, and I've been trying to just make sure everything is sharp, everything is crispy,
Right.
and the bars are clear, and every it doesn't matter if you understand or not. You could play it 3 or 4 times, and it still means something like different. Like I've
Mhm.
like literally my process on writing is every bar has to be better than the last one, and
Right.
I like to call myself a no hook god, no hooks. Like, but I be doing that now, like, and you know,
Right.
a lot of people that really been supporting me since I know like how to rap. They
Right.
they listen when I do it in person, or they listen to like a little memo I recorded off of my phone. They be like, "Yo, that's you on the hook." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me on the hook." They're like, "You could write hooks. Like, why don't you do that?" I'm just like, "Hey, I like to know hook it, but like this one, damn near every song has a hook on it. So
Right.
like it's gonna be something super different, and while maintaining the level of intensity from the bar work and
Got you.
the presence of like every song. I like to say people like to say it's a mood. I like to say it's a no skip, because it's almost like a story. If you kind of, it's not like
Mhm.
a story, but like every mood is different. So
Right.
story within those different moods, like, and you just be like, he's taking me there. He's taking me in his world right now. So
Right.
wait to that's why it's called tag everyone, because everyone needs to hear this shit. Everyone
Gotcha.
needs to hear this.
Oh, like so that's pretty much the project name. Tag everyone.
Yeah, tag everyone. Like,
That's dope.
I'll be having like my own little lingo, and like I type differently. So that's why it's called like everyone. I type it like how I talk. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's why it's called tag everyone. And like I always be putting the target emojis everywhere. So
Mhm.
that's what's like tag everyone.
Got you. Got you. That's a dope name. I respect the meaning pretty much behind it because some artists be like, it sounded cool. I'm like, and I'm
Every
like, I respect it, but like I want to know like the meaning, like knowing the meaning behind it makes it dope for me as
trust
a audience.
calculated my name, every project, every song, every bar, like literally everything I do is calculated. It's all for a reason. It all stands for and means something. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So on this future project, what are you trying to aim for the audience to hear?
So like I kind of been doing like some self relevations and stuff. I just been was like, you know, I've always had this little feeling about me, this little vibe about myself, like, you always want to know, or you always want to portray that you're the best rapper, you're better,
Definitely.
you know what I'm saying, while being humble, cockily humble, I guess, or humbly cocky or whatever. uh,
Right.
this is kind of like all of the 16 years of frustration, and
Hmm.
like I don't want to sound like I'm like on some like hating ass shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta prove to your competition that you are their competition. And you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
you gotta let everybody, I grew up in the era of battle rap, and when people hear me, they be like, you so angry, or you take it, you talking about like things personally. I'm like, this is just how my heart
Right.
spits the words to my brain, and it comes out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be like on some angry or some, it's just like, it's lyrics, like it's
Right.
just, how can I make this so crazy? How can I flip this? How can I
Hmm.
mean like four different things in one? How could I, like, you know what I'm saying? Because people always get the wrong idea when they don't hear it correctly or hear it how it's supposed to be told. And
Definitely.
everything is just like I said, everything is calculated, but like my style is like I'm like bar for bar, like literally.
Right.
I feel like I'm battling myself at this point. Like,
As you should.
like, I let people know they my competition, I'm their competition, woo woo woo. But like, I'm battling myself. Like, when you hear
Hmm.
music, every bar is a battle against itself. Like, every song is a battle against itself. Like,
Right.
it's only me in the race. Like,
Cool. It should be no competition because the only competition is yourself. You know what I mean? It's you versus you. Well, in my case, it would be me versus me, and then vice versa. The pretty
right,
much same thing. So
me
trust
versus
me, I
take it.
feel that. What'd you say?
I said it'll be me versus me, and then everybody else can take it how they wanna.
Big facts. Big facts. On this future project, you got any features on there? Or it's just all you doing
My
the J. Cole thing?
I got one person on there, low key, and I've been had like so many people trying to hit me up and trying to get placements and slots.
Hmm.
I just, I felt like I was gonna do the platinum hit, the Nas J Cole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I really feel like I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Right.
respectfully, but
No, no,
like,
no. As you should. No, be cocky. You know what I'm saying? Like, humbly cocky.
I don't
Cocky.
You know what I'm saying? But I
Hmm.
got my brother on there, my homie, my A1 since day one, ABG Slick Boy. That's my guy right there. He been holding me down since we was kids. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
like the black and Korean Lil Snoop reincarnated. To be honest with you, like that's how I like to put it. Like, everybody be like, "How your bro be spitting?" I'm like, he like Lil Snoop, but like black.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My guy is like a beast. He a monster with it. He
Oh,
recorded as we speak. I just hit him before I came up on here. He actually writing right now. He in the studio. He live in the studio with the homie. Shout out to
oh,
the
okay.
Jack. He be doing his thing too. So
Hmm. That's That's dope, man. That's dope. I love give it a shout out to your homeboy real quick. One time for the one time. Um so you were telling me that you pretty much doing a documentary, your homeboys recording it, kind of doing the Kanye West thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much the steps in pretty much your musical career, the obstacles you've been going through, et cetera, and not and so forth. How's what was it the Kanye thing that like inspired that?
So I felt like I kind of wanted to do this for some time. Like I knew I wanted to do other things outside of music. I wanted to like write screenplays and
Right,
scripts for like potential shows and movies. I wanted to write books and yeah, I still deep down in me, I still want to produce beats and stuff like that. But one thing I wanted to start was a film studio, and my girl's uncle, he's the cameraman. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the mastermind behind the visionary of everything you guys are gonna see in the future.
right.
This man, it's like we on the same page because every
Right,
time I would be like, "Hey, I got an idea," he'd be like, "You know what's crazy? I was just about to tap in with you because I was thinking you were gonna be the perfect person for what we talking about right now." So, I'm
right.
like, so when I hit him, I was thinking like, "Hey, we gonna have to kind of like document like everything, like in front of the scenes, behind the scenes,
Yeah.
days in, days off." He said it's crazy because I just got some new software material and some new equipment
Right.
that's for actual movie making, and I wanted to
Okay.
use that. I wanted you to kind of do something with that, and I was like, this is crazy. Like it's like God and the universe is just mashing together, putting everything in line for me. Like chronologically, I've just been just waiting for the come up. Stay down till you come up.
Yeah.
Always has a place in its time. So like my man's when I let him know that everything is done, he said, "Let me know when the whole album done, so I can soak it up, intake it
Mhm.
all, and then we can brainstorm what kind of ideas we could do. We could and then as far as like the documentary and stuff like this portion, this segment of my career is going to be on that in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the beginning, so my life
Right.
begins, right? Like we're gonna pop it off with this, and then we're gonna just keep going from there. And then like I don't think he's seen the Kanye West thing. I seen it for sure because I'm a big Kanye West fan. I seen that for
Same here.
so there's nothing really that people can't tell me. They say a Kanye album is garbage, I'm gonna go listen to it just because they said it's garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go listen, and he
Right.
never disappointed. Only one album though, The Life of Pablo, is kind of like thrown together a little bit to me. But I seen that documentary and
Mhm.
I was like, this is so crazy. I
Mhm.
can't believe like there's so many things I did not know about this man, and I kind of want to give that same feeling for everybody else as well. You know,
Exactly.
I be telling people I'm trying to be the next Nipsey Hussle, Kanye West, like take it from the streets to the industry, from the clothing store off the corner to the runway in Paris. Like, we trying to do it all. Like,
Right. You gotta dream big. You gotta dream big, man. Like, gotta aim for the stars pretty much. Like you think little, you're gonna get little. You think big, you will get big.
hang around five,
So
you're gonna become the sixth one. Hang around five millionaires, you're gonna become the sixth one.
exactly, exactly. Um man, you you pretty much said a lot there. But how hip hop is pretty much going right now. What are your thoughts about the direction it's going?
I think that hip hop is in a good state right now. We got a bunch of we got a bunch of talent. We got a bunch of bars out there that's actually really speaking for itself. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big J Cole fan. Um,
Same here. Huge J. Cole fan.
you know what I'm saying? Benny the Butch is one of my guys.
No,
I
definitely.
actually chopped it up with him on some business stuff and
That's
on
dope.
you know what I'm saying? I chopped it up with the game. Jada Kids sent me a DM probably like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, asking to see like, what I got on deck right now. And so, I feel like, there's a bunch of old heads keeping it up. and there's a bunch of new guys coming in that's tying it down. You know what I'm saying? And we
Right.
trying to keep it locked with lyricism, and I feel like we in a good spot. And then if we can get me up in there, if we can get my face out there,
Right.
what I can show and bring for the world as far as culture in hip hop and lyricism, cadence, presence, energy. You know what I'm saying, and just like overall entertainment and having fun with everything. Like, I feel like you know, not just for my career, but like
Mhm.
just for my life, hip hop would be complete. If my
Definitely. Yeah, I feel that. Hip hop is like very obviously very important to me. Like it's like my first love is hip hop and rap and lyricism overall because pretty much grew up on it. That and some R&B because parents be listening to that a
course
whole lot.
slapping the
But
O
oh yeah, back in the old days, you know what I'm saying? They'd be playing some Brian McKnight, some Jagged Edge. I remember growing up hearing that. Obviously, some Lisa, some Whitney Houston, all them, old heads that I so this is when I realized like I'm getting old, right? I'm doing what my dad does, and I catch myself just listening to R&B, and that's it. Like, and no rap, and it'll just be R&B. And I just remember riding with my dad, and that's like all he played was R&B, and I'm like, man, I'm getting old. What is going on? But I always pretty much go back to my roots when it comes to hip hop. But my personal opinion, where hip hop direction is going, I like where it's going overall. I think right now it's in a good place. Um, I wouldn't say not so much. A lot of mumble rap. There's a new age kind of like gangster rap that comes out from like NLE Choppa, Youngboy,
yeah,
um,
they like
where
gangster rap. It's
yeah,
like
yes,
like a transformed version of drill, sorta.
exactly,
I call it op music. That's what I call it. I call it op music. When dudes be just talking about smoking the ops and
right,
spinning blocks and loading Glocks and
yep,
you know, because it all sounds the same. It's almost a form of mumble rap. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it does sound the same.
It's those bars are like that's kindergarten, first grade. That's child's play.
You
Like,
definitely.
out of there. Like, we need unity. That's like hip hop's in a good space, but like unity is like that's what we need. Like some Wakanda forever. Like
Mhm.
we need to band together and stop. Like sure, like smoke the op on the beat, but like don't try to pull up on the street. Like
Right.
spraying whole houses and stuff. Like come on, man.
Definitely. Like that's
That gets old. Like what I'm saying. And I ain't gonna lie. Like I do. Again, that's
Mhm.
like part of battle rap culture. Talking about like beefs and stuff like that. But you know,
right.
after this, what I'm saying, because I got some of that on this project. After this, I'm gonna just switch it up to like a whole J. Cole. I'm just up the lo-fi's and just try to bring
Right.
into it. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. And yeah, all of it kind of, sounds the same. And how I look at it is, and it's funny that you said like kindergarten, because how so much I rate artists is like kindergarten bars, elementary, middle school, high school, associates, bachelors, masters, PhDs.
Right. Yeah.
And that's pretty much how I look at it. And so definitely a lot of this younger, somewhat generation that are like coming out, especially when it comes to new age gangster rap. A lot of it does sound the same. It's the same thing all over. And I respect what you said about unity because I talked to my homeboy who was like my smoke buddy from time to time. Shout out Norwood. And me and him get together and like he tells me like all this beef with all these people, and then like he killed this person, and like there's beef with this. Is and this would be like the Little Dirt and like King Von thing, and I'm like, man, all this is stupid. It'll be over some dumb shit too. And I personally would never get it because I feel like the older I get, the more that I value just life in general.
Exactly.
And I don't pretty much take it for granted. And I just feel like these people just take it for granted. Like they'll just take someone's life for something stupid, real stupid. Like, oh, you said something about my girl. You stepped on my shoes one time, just over some dumb shit. And it's something I would just never understand. But hopefully unity does happen and people realize how dumb like actual beef is. I love battle rap as well because people come with them bars
Yeah, that's
and
it.
like I truly appreciate it. But I love when it's competition. I love competition. I would say I don't like true beef. Competition is dope,
Yeah,
dope to me. Like what's that song Kendrick did? Control when he was just out there just calling out every rapper. Like I respect that. I like truly do. I'm
yeah.
sitting there getting off topic and everything.
Hey, it's on topic. One more thing.
Go ahead.
They just need to dead the whole, taking classic songs, and like they be taking the R&B 90s, the R
Mhm.
thousands, saying the songs, and they be flipping them and putting murder all over it. I can't
Oh
I can't.
yeah.
Come on, man. Like, why are classics, bro? Like, why are we flipping that, bro?
I have no idea, but like sampling music has always been a
Music is cool, but like, bro,
right.
like what was the dude? See, and they be all be having some crazy names, like they like Young and Ace with the who,
Mhm.
and they, what I'm saying? That's like the old song that making my way downtown.
Downtown.
You know,
Yeah.
come on, man. Why are we like, what's his name, Fujiano or Fulio, whatever the
Uh-huh.
is? He like remix Fantasia's When I See You, and I'm like, oh my,
Mhm.
like
And
it's
there was another one, what's his name? He did a Michael Jackson beat. I can't remember his name. It's he did a Michael
oh
anyway,
man,
I can't think of the artist, but I ain't gonna lie, it was a good song. I'm not gonna lie about it. But I
yeah,
remember he
ripping it
like
like they be catchy. Like there's this dude from Cali. He
mhm,
ripped up Gwen Stefani's the Banana song, and he just used the straight beat, like just
right.
straight beat. I was like, that don't even sound different. He flipped it.
Exactly. And then I know what is it? There's another one. He did it to the iCarly theme song. I ain't gonna lie, that shit smacks. I can't think about it, but that shit smacks, man. It truly does. And I was like, um, was it he put obviously put his own twist and like made the beat more hip hoppy and killed the shit. I'm not gonna lie about it. But I definitely hear what you're saying. Like it'll be some positive songs, some classics, and the song that they did it can just be I like I don't like call other music trash, but it's something I can't vibe to. You know what I'm saying? Something I can't get with. I don't like calling other music trash
I mean,
because they have fans. People like it.
yeah, yeah, it pays. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like to romanticize the violence like that. Like
Oh, definitely.
it's too much. Like, but like for just bar work and wordplay and
Hmm.
what I'm saying, that kind of stuff, and just having like a good competition, like you said, like a gentleman's bout.
Yes,
Uh,
most
I'll
definitely.
definitely get my little fill of clickety clack bars in there, whatever. But
Hmm.
other than that, I'm just trying to keep it like more more like boom bap ish, hippity hoppity, like just bars, just having fun with it.
Definitely. And I just feel like they don't have fun with it or they just don't take it as serious, but they got hooks, so that's why they famous. And
Yeah,
it happens. You know what I mean?
hooks be
Uh,
saving lives.
what's up?
I said the hooks be saving their lives.
Hey, big facts, big facts. Keep them in business. It happens. It definitely happens. If you if you could bring one artist back from the dead and have them featured with you, who would it be?
Nipsey.
Nipsey?
Nipsey or Lil Snoop, one of them two.
Oh, I respect it. I respect the hell out of it. I'm like, is Nipsey one of your like all time? Well, yeah, one of your all time favorite rappers.
Yeah, he up there. Like he's definitely top 10 for sure. When
Okay,
top five, but for sure the top 10.
got you. What are like three of your rappers right now who you listen to, who you think they're at the top of their game that aren't legends?
The art legends. Right now, I like JID from Dreamville. J,
Ooh, I like him too. He dope
yeah,
with it.
dropping it. I like Locksmith.
Oh
Locksmith,
yeah, big lock sips man over here.
yeah,
He got man, he's so lyrical. He got bars for days.
yeah, and uh, King Los. King Los has been slept on for years.
Most
Yeah,
definitely been slept on, and like his his bars really do be getting slept on. Not a lot of people come up here and say King Los, and
yeah,
like
got,
he's definitely yeah
got
yeah the
smoking the beat.
yeah exactly. His pen game is strong, and like he writes a lot of music for other artists, and they be like, oh yeah, that shit hard, and not knowing like yo King Los made that. Like relax, bro. He don't even be getting any of the credit like that, but real lyricists that pay attention to lyrics like myself and you, like we respect it. Like true lovers of hip hop, we respect it. We realize where them bars are actually coming from. Um, but those pretty much your top three that you pretty much listen to now.
Yeah, and I'll sneak one more in there.
Go ahead, honorable mention.
YBN Corday, because that guy is
Ooh, bro,
clapping.
his what on LA leakers,
I
that
want,
freestyle was nasty. I was like, God damn. It was like kind of right after J. Cole did his freestyle and he killed that shit too. And
yeah,
then like he what is it? Someone little baby hopped on, he killed it, and then like Cordon, he went on and like I was like, where was this? Like I already knew he had bars up a storm, but like he came in there like pissed. He was
yeah.
like, I'm about to go come up here and burn the track, burn the building, put bullet holes in it. I was like,
Oh,
why? Who pissed you off?
that guy is, man,
N-
everything that shit is nasty.
Just nasty with it.
Nasty.
And like the only thing that bothers me is his little list that he has. But you know, that list don't like it like bothers me just like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But like
The bars
lyrically, just
are, you could almost look past the list.
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh man, like yeah, I low key forget about him sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, he nasty with it. That's a good honorable mention,
He be on his thing, man. He be on there.
most definitely. Um, Pretty much back to your documentary. Um, so are you pretty much saving it up, like saving it up, do what kind of like Kanye did? Are you gonna like drop it here and there, saving it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be saving it up. It's gonna be like one giant. I'm trying to aim to squeeze in probably about like, because there's things that haven't been filmed that I need to talk about,
Right,
and things that will be filmed that will also be discussed over. I'm trying to aim for about like a 2.5 hour, almost like a real movie. You know what I'm
right,
saying? 2.5 hour documentary of like, I mean, I've been rapping for 16 years, so that's almost a dub right there.
definitely.
And then like with saving it up, 10, 15, 20 more years, like it's gonna be like 40 years worth of hip hop from one person.
That like to me the idea is dope. I feel like almost every artist should do that just see how far pretty much they came. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives
Yeah,
them a way to look back and never pretty much forget the roots, the journey of it, the process, trusting the process, and all, like to me that's real dope. And like it's funny because my wife she had this idea. She was like, in a year after you do this, you should pretty much put all your like bloopers or all the interviews you've done and like group them together and just see how far you came in a year. And I was like, I might do that. Usually my wife is right. Usually.
yeah.
Like,
Behind every man is a greater woman, and that the whole gathering, the memories. It's like a time capsule. You know, from
Yeah,
it's something that you savor forever. Like it's gonna hit differently, and like even in a year, it'll hit different in a year.
most definitely. And just seeing, I was watching what is it? A video when I first got my mic, and I was like doing mic check 1 2 1 2, and when I got that, I got my webcam, and I was just messing with stuff, and looked at my first interview, and now my interviews now, like how comfortable I am just more talking to people. Because the first couple ones were people that I know, like people I grew up with, went to middle school or high school with, or served in the military with. But now I'm talking with people I like never met, don't know. And
Right.
it's good to pretty much meet people, like-minded people, and just seeing just how far I've came, even though I've just been doing this for like 3 months now. But
Okay, you
but
fresh.
like, what's up?
I said, okay, you fresh on it. You fresh on the scene with it.
Oh, most definitely. And I plan to pretty much take this as far as I want to take this. Pretty much. Like this is the dream, this is the goal, and this is what I love doing. So I'm just gonna keep doing it regardless.
Salute, bro. Salute.
Thank you, thank you. So we're going to get into some of these rapid questions and see what you got.
All right, for sure. I'm
All
with it.
right. You ready with it?
Oh yeah,
All right. Do you think aliens exist?
I do.
Childhood crush. There's like a lot of them.
I'm somewhere. Oh, wait, talking about like in real life, like celebrity or
Yeah, yeah, like celebrities. Your childhood celebrity crush.
oh, Tia Mori,
Oh, that's a good one. Who is your hero?
my father.
What is a scent you cannot stand?
I can't stand. Probably rotten meat. I can't stand that.
Ooh, yeah, that's bad. Least favorite type of music.
Least favorite type of music. Probably have to be the screamo, the death metal. I don't really care too much for that.
Yeah, it's kind of same here. It hurts my ears. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Uh, Doctor Strange's power to manipulate time.
Oh, that's a good one. Favorite subject in school?
English.
First job.
First job. I was uh I was serving people. I was serving military at the Chow Hall.
Oh, word.
Yeah, out in Cali.
Okay. I gotta ask, what base?
Uh, what what was it? Not Pendleton, not Wilson. It's in 29 Palms. It's somewhere out in California in the desert.
29 pounds. I've heard about that. I was talking to a buddy who served in the Marines, and he told me nothing but bad things. Like for real. All right. What is your dream job?
Right here, me being a musician.
Hell yeah. Favorite video game?
Video game Tekken.
Whoo, old school Tekken on the PlayStation.
Old school Tekken on the PS2.
All right, I respect it. Does pineapples belong on pizza?
It's a good taste, but it don't belong. It don't belong. It's a good taste though.
One place you would love to visit?
Fiji.
I respect it. If you could be an animal, which one?
A grizzly bear.
Superman or Batman?
Batman.
What is one ridiculous thing that you're scared of?
One ridiculous thing that I'm scared of. It'd probably have to be bees. I don't really
Bees.
like bees like that.
Oh, bro, I'll be punching them like in the air. Like bees hate me. Like I've been stung plenty of times. All right. Favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Oh, that's got to be the ham. No, macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese.
Ooh, man, that shit like if it's cooked right, that shit smacks.
Yeah, you can't have macaroni, but my my girl over here, my fiance, she be whipping.
uh, um, what is one thing that you would change about yourself?
Mm, to be more, uh, to be more forgiving. I
Got
wish
it.
I.
Got you. I respect that. I respect that. How do you pretty much hang your toilet paper over or under?
Hey, I like to say beards are cooler than mullets, so I hang it over.
All right. Have you had a imaginary friend?
I'm pretty sure I have. I think I have. I think I think any sane person should.
Definitely. I had his name was Shadow way back when. I'm like, hey, dead ass. My parents remember it and everything. Favorite genre in movies?
Action.
Action.
Yeah.
What What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, like in the action genre or just movie.
Oh, just in general.
Is the Notorious.
Notorious.
That's my favorite movie. That's my favorite rapper, to be honest,
Oh, okay. Like favorite rapper of all time?
of all time.
When I was growing up, I was all about Tupac.
Yeah.
So it was more, when I was growing up, like Biggie, Mob Deep, uh Lil Kim, bro. It was pretty much all that. I was like talking my shit at a very young age. And but now that I'm older, I appreciate Biggie way more. And some people might like hate me for this, but I think Biggie was more lyrical than Tupac. They
And
probably
that's where I came up with my conclusion. But Pac was that guy on the track.
definitely,
You know what I'm saying? And he was no shy. He wasn't that shy of lyricism. You know what I'm saying? Like he had branches of moods and different personalities and stuff. So
definitely,
I liked about him, but like straight like wordplay, that's chalked up to big, and that's what I
yeah,
was digging.
most definitely. And I respect them both because they both were like storytellers. You can tell a story in a song, like I can respect that. Like just to show, I was talking to someone about like if you can show the imagery of your lyrics to someone to the audience, to me, like I respect the fuck out of that. And that's pretty much just because I like for me that's very tough to do. It's not like reading a book. It's someone putting like breaking up a story like Give Me the Loot from Biggie, right? Like to me that's a classic song that pretty much tells a story. Brenda Had a Baby by Tupac, classic song that tells a story.
That's controversial right there. Like he
Most
be
definitely.
literally like some world changing topic songs. Pac
Oh yeah.
the world like so. No disrespect to Tupac and no disrespect to Tupac fans and stuff.
Right.
But
Don't kill us in the comments. There's no need for that. We still fans of them. We
yeah,
just think Biggie's more lyrical. That's all we're
Pac-
saying.
yeah, no Pac didn't even say nothing, not one thing bad. But yeah, Big is guy, man.
Most definitely. You got any other thoughts that you want to say about anything that we talked about?
Anything that we talked about, I mean, I feel like we covered all bases, and I feel like that this was a great experience that you know I'm so glad to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that we could do more like this.
No, definitely, definitely, man. We can.
Do a
Uh,
documentary.
mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely using the documentary. Um, I was gonna say, yeah, man. Like we chopped it up, pretty much talked about a lot. I know this for my audience. This is a little different because we're not diving in any bars, but to me, this was still a great interview, and definitely had a real fantastic time. How about you? Shout out your social media so people know where to find you. Your Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, most definite. So on TikTok is gonna be Sage Mode period Steeze STEEZE, and then
Hmm.
it's on Instagram MLB SOLESTEEZE. You know what I'm saying? And same on SoundCloud and on YouTube MLB Sole Steeze. It's gonna be the same. Um, and then yeah, definitely when I return, I'll have like everything like for sure down packed the whole 100% with links to find the music on Apple and you know
Yep.
like Spotify and all that with the link tree and the distro kid. Like we're gonna like I'm gonna take it like the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? Once everything is done and down packed.
Definitely. We're gonna get him back on and we actually gonna dive into his bars. But first, we need to hear them bars. You know, you got to give him a little sneak peek. So let's hear that hot 16, big fella.
Here we go. Yo, MLB Sole Steeze, and this is just something that I just feel like it was necessary to spit. I said, look, nobody's safe anymore. You better give me all the cash and put your face on the floor. Because if you
Mm.
don't comply with me, I put your brains on the wall. You think
Ooh.
my give a fuck about a case in the court? You think my Usos give a fuck about if you're brave because you fought? We take dubs and give L's. In this game, there's no draw. A chain gang is as strong as his weakest link is your fault. What I'm saying is, you've been played for that full fake gold. Look, the truth
Mm.
behind fame where there's lies told. A celebrity instinct is keeping your mind closed, almost like your third eye is wearing a blindfold. So I took my
Ooh.
mask off and busting like Sean Poe. My lungs
Mm.
look purple and green like Piccolo. I just let my life look perfect whenever I'm hitting drove. It's twisted up, wrapped in wax. It's probably a pre-roll. My whole life, nigga, I stuck to the G code. My element sign is Earth. I'm probably a G O. My whole ancestry only rocks the GOLD. When I'm
Mm.
spitting like Joel Ortiz. If hip hop was the NBA, then I'd probably be swishing threes when I dunk, put my nuts on your head, tell you to hold these.
Ooh.
Ginobili, Vince Carter, or Kobe. Hip hop's only begotten son, and it chose me. One day I'ma hit a Billy Bill like Hovey Hovey. They think this is
Mm.
the end, but I'ma still keep ripping it. Just know the other end of that barrel, yeah, I'm gripping it. Can give a fuck about a hater cause I'm feeling it. And I bet a lot of niggas gonna wanna steal my shit, but I won't let them leave them drenched up in ketchup. I know what sounds messed up. Checkmate after I check ya. I was using chess pieces. They was playing checkers. In other words, a
Mm.
a higher kind of level, strategically killing enemies. Step to me and you'll never breathe. I got surgical weaponry. I will just have to let them bleed. And I'm committed to this block. Fuck a wedding ring. And I only spit with dope bars like I'm from Medellin. Leaving nigga
Mm.
he feel heavenly. Make sure that he sees everything. I won't let him blink. I feel like I'm the rap game's medicine. Came from the city of lights, but I was blessed with sin. Contradict me as a mercenary, so menacing. I nicknamed my chopper Beyonce because I let it sing. And for the
Mm.
Mariah Carey hair triggers. Might as well call me Doc Rivers. The way I'm shifting clippers. Had to snip some niggas off my team like a pair of scissors. They chucking rocks and getting keep the bigger picture. I do this for my baby brother and all of my sisters and for all my dead folks because I dearly miss them.
Ooh. Hey, bro, cool off real quick, brother. Ah, Lee. Bars. That's what that was. Bars. That was nasty, man. That was real nasty. Golly. So that's
Hey,
just a little sneak peek to his project because he's raw as hell.
that's not even that's not even on my project. That's I just did that for this.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. Appreciate it.
Most
Over
definitely.
there, I said hot 16. He said, hey, them 16. I'm gonna go give you 64.
Hey, no, I, no hood god.
Say he came ready for them bars.
Oh yeah, 16 years worth of readiness.
Hey man, I feel that. I feel that. Any overall final thoughts, man, before we get up out of here?
One thing I want to discuss with you, we talked about mumble rap and the singy guys, but
Right.
what do you think about some of our greatest, uh, like what are like legends and people that's in the game today with the ghostwriting and the writing teams and stuff like that? They got like 12 people in the studio writing.
Ooh. All right, so here's my thoughts. You cannot I understand like having writer's block, and I feel like you just need to overcome that as an artist. Um, it gets to a point where I like lose respect. Me personally, I lose respect because I can't at a certain point you just become an entertainer. Like people have came on here and said like Drake is one of their favorite artists. Even though Drake is a legend within himself, I'm not down in Drake, but he has ghostwriters. All right. Everyone knows this. So I'm like, and to me, he's not all that lyrical, but he be having some hooks. I'm just saying, he be having some hooks that get everyone. All right. Hotline Bling. Everyone knows the song. Strong hook,
Right,
really strong hook, but not lyrical. Not as lyrical as Lil Wayne in his prime. Just not that lyrical. But I respect him as an entertainer, but just not as a lyricist because he has ghostwriters. Um, Kanye, Kanye, I guess in a he's had ghostwriters. I've
yeah,
lost some respect for him like that. Um, pretty much my overall thoughts is you lose my respect to a certain extent. Like I don't, it's not like I'm coming with disrespect or anything. It's just you lose your credibility to a certain extent of an artist. Because I feel
Right.
like if Picasso had someone else painting his stuff, like what are you doing? Do you consider
Right.
yourself an artist after
That's
that? Like you're not doing the work at all. If someone sit there and what is it, tinseled it all out, and then he came and just painted it,
yeah.
even though
That's
someone else drew it.
that's the copyright right there.
Exactly. Even though them ghostwriters get paid handsomely,
Yeah, they do.
handsomely for it. But that's overall my thoughts on it. And like it goes to even singers too. Like
Yeah, singers. Yeah, I mean, like
Beyonce, like
you know.
nope, I'm not a Beyonce fan. The Beehive might be mad at me, not a Beyonce fan at all. She does not write her own stuff at all. But
Yeah,
like someone like Neo who ghostwrites and sings his own stuff, respect for it. And he
yeah,
gets paid handsomely just to ghostwrite. He's been doing ghostwriting since he was in high school.
yeah, for real.
But that's my thoughts on it. You got me kind of hyped.
Yeah, here to do talk about these controversial movements in hip hop.
Most definitely. And like I feel like ghostwriters, they are important in hip hop. It's just if you use them, you know you lose a little bit of respect for me. That's about
Right,
it. And I understand maybe getting a bar here and there that's whatever, but like a whole song, you just
right.
lose some credibility. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, it takes away from the creativity process of one's mind because the whole time millions of people are thinking that this one person came up with this song, came up with this hook, this style, this wave that they try to start or
Right.
whatever. And I feel like it's funny that you brought up the Hotline Bling song because I saw a YouTube video and
Hmm.
Drake and Jay-Z love to do this. They love to take like bars and beats and that are already made, that are
Yep.
already out, and they like to flip it like they did it. Like the Hotline Bling song. You remember
Hmm.
Baby Dram, the
Yeah.
the broccoli song with him and Little Yachty.
Yep.
The Hotline Bling is like the from the beat to the way that the hook is.
Right.
It's it's like a copy of that song from Baby Dram. I forget what song it's called, but like he's not saying the exact same things as him, but like the bass line of the beat, the whole do
Hmm.
do 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 do, and like just the way how he's formulating the hook.
Right.
It sounds like he listened to that song and made his own song off of somebody else's song, or you know,
Hmm.
Drake like to and Jada Kiss is one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? So when I
Right.
caught Drake using a Jada Kiss bar, I flipped. I was like,
What are you
I
doing?
was like, whoa, I can't even. I didn't notice this back in the day. Like he said, I'm a hard guy to get along with, get on a song with. We should be going right. I just flip into the wrong shit. Jada said that in like '98. Like
Right. People have been biting each other's bars for over
Jada,
decades.
I'm not a biter. I'm a writer. He took so many people's bars and flipped it and incorporated it. So
Right.
like that to me is like a form of ghostwriting because you need help from another person's song, which I don't really I don't really respect that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like it's different like if you take a line from a movie and use it
Mhm.
for a bar, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
it's a little different.
that Tony Montana said or something like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, my little friend. That's a classic line. Sure. So that, that's from a movie, but like we're talking about like you're taking from other people's songs and
Mhm.
ghostwriting to me. And, what I'm saying? That's just as bad as, you having help from 10 or 12 people
Right.
because this is a song that's already out there. That's worse. Like,
Mhm. I
so
have
that
I
ghostwriting dead.
definitely. I have a buddy, and for legal reasons, I'm not gonna say who, nor the song, or the artist that took the song, but But there's a song out there that kind of just dropped, and the artist was telling me that he pretty much like, yo, he got this song from me. I sent it to the X, Y, and Z person, and we're going through legal actions to pretty much get some credit from it. And like he showed me the timestamp. He showed me the song, and like and I heard the song, and I was like, oh my god, this is almost identical, excluding the beats per second were this was different. That was it. The chorus the same, like
Yeah,
the verse was different, but like the tempo of the song, it was slower. That was about it. And beats per
right,
second were slower. That was it. But the chorus was practically identical.
right,
Yeah. So I see it in like artists do it. You know what I mean? And there is one way where ghostwriters can make money. That's why I respect it. Go ahead, make your money.
right. Make
Um,
your back.
that that's what I'm all about. I love seeing people get paid. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Um, but on another note, any other final thoughts that you have? Any other questions? For me, I like to hear myself talk sometimes, so I can ramble on.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but like nothing's striking my head at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I can't come up with nothing off the top. I just wanted to say like it's a great experience to finally get out and like before getting the lyrics out, I can like tell my side and
Definitely.
pull inside of my world what's going on and. You know what I'm saying? And then we can revisit that later, how my world changes after
Mhm.
it's put out. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really feel like. And then and then just shout out to everybody who has been holding me down the last 16 years. I felt like I was imprisoned and now I'm about to break out and it's about to be a whole new experience for me. So,
Definitely.
everybody that's just been there and I thank them to the bottom of my heart and all the people that I
Got
lost,
you.
due to, the due to just like not being here no more with us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all for them. You know what I'm saying? It's for them. It's for my family, my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like all of this is like, and like I said, I'm a calculated person. So every
Right.
reason, this is my reason for why I'm doing the music. Everybody that's around me that's influenced my life and just how to, take on to my career and what I'm about. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can go on and be philosophical about it, but like, yeah, it's just,
Got you.
I just, and then like, thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
thank you, bro. I appreciate the support. I truly do, bro.
course. Hey, if y'all ain't tapping into the lyrical minds, you ain't got one. You ain't got a lyrical mind. Like I put my brother on last night. He was like, I followed bro instantly. I was like, okay, for sure. So you
Man,
might,
appreciate that, man. Appreciate the word of mouth.
of course, we all about promotion and us getting out there. So anywhere I can help, what I'm saying, I'm gonna be pushing your brand too, just as much as you pushing mine.
Definitely. It's all about love and support, man. Nothing but love and support.
Of course.
But we're going to get out of here. So, like, comment, subscribe to Lyrical Minds. Until next time, deuces.